According to the National Electrical Code, a disconnecting means is required between the transformer and the automatic transfer switch. NEC Section 700.6 general states that a disconnecting means shall be provided on the supply and/or load side of a generator set that meets the requirements of 700.3F. NEC Section 700.3F disconnecting means further clarifies that a disconnecting means shall be provided on the supply side of each generator set that is an on-premises standby system. NEC Section 700.5 at where transformer input side dictates the location of the disconnecting means, stating that it shall be located as close as practicable to the transformer. When the transformer is used for generator output circuits or for generator paralleling, a service disconnecting means shall be located ahead of the transformer. This means the disconnect should be readily accessible and near the transformer to facilitate safe isolation of the generator system during maintenance or emergencies. Regarding fusing, the NEC does not explicitly mandate whether the disconnecting means between the transformer and the automatic transfer switch needs to be fused. However, it is a common and recommended practice to install a fused disconnecting means to provide additional protection for both the transformer and the automatic transfer switch. Fuses offer overcurrent protection, safeguarding the equipment from potential damage due to faults or overloads. For recommended practice, install a fused disconnecting means on the supply side of the automatic transfer switch, positioning it as close as possible to the transformer. Select a fuse rating that is appropriate for both the transformer and the generator output. This rating should be carefully calculated based on the equipment specifications to ensure adequate protection without causing nuisance tripping. Finally, clearly label the fuse disconnecting means as generator disconnect or transformer disconnect to facilitate easy identification and operation by qualified personnel. This labeling is crucial for safety and efficient maintenance procedures. The selection of the appropriate disconnecting means, whether fused or non-fused, should consider several factors. Firstly, the available fault current at the transformer secondary must be determined. This information is essential for selecting a disconnecting means with an adequate interrupting rating to safely clear potential fault currents. Secondly, the continuous current rating of the disconnecting means must be sufficient to handle the maximum load current of the generator system. Oversizing the disconnecting means slightly is generally recommended to account for potential future load growth. Thirdly, the environmental conditions at the installation location must be considered. If the disconnecting means is installed outdoors or in a harsh environment, a suitable enclosure rating such as NEMA 3R or 4X should be selected to protect the equipment from the elements. When installing a fused disconnecting means, the type of fuses used should also be carefully considered. Time delay fuses, such as dual-element fuses, are often preferred for generator applications because they can withstand temporary overloads, such as motor starting currents, without tripping unnecessarily. Current-limiting fuses are also a good option, as they can quickly interrupt high fault currents, minimizing potential damage to equipment. The installation of the disconnecting means should comply with all applicable electrical codes and standards. The disconnecting means should be securely mounted and properly grounded to ensure safe operation. All wiring connections should be made using approved connectors and should be torqued to the manufacturer's specifications. After installation, the disconnecting means should be thoroughly tested to verify its proper operation. This testing should include verifying the interrupting rating of the disconnecting means and the proper operation of the fuses, if applicable. Regular maintenance of the disconnecting means is essential to ensure its continued reliable operation. This maintenance should include visual inspections to check for any signs of damage or corrosion, as well as periodic testing to verify its proper operation. The frequency of maintenance should be determined based on the environmental conditions and the manufacturer's recommendations. In summary, while the NEC mandates a disconnecting means between the transformer and the automatic transfer switch, it does not explicitly require fusing. However, installing a fused disconnecting means is a recommended practice to provide additional protection for the equipment. The selection of the appropriate disconnecting means and fuse rating should be carefully considered based on the specific application requirements and in accordance with all applicable electrical codes and standards. Remember to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to ensure that the generator system is installed safely and in compliance with all applicable regulations. Proper installation and maintenance of the disconnecting means are crucial for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of the generator system. It is important to note that the specific requirements for disconnecting means and fusing may vary depending on local codes and regulations. Therefore, it is always essential to consult with the local authority having jurisdiction to determine the applicable requirements for a particular installation. By following these guidelines and best practices, you can ensure that the disconnecting means between the transformer and the automatic transfer switch is properly installed and provides adequate protection for the equipment and personnel. Remember that safety should always be the top priority when working with electrical systems. Always de-energize the equipment before performing any maintenance or repairs, and follow all applicable safety procedures. A properly installed and maintained disconnecting means is a critical component of a safe and reliable generator system. It is important to understand the NEC requirements and best practices for disconnecting means and fusing to ensure that the system is installed correctly and provides adequate protection. Consult with qualified professionals and adhere to all applicable codes and regulations to ensure the safety and reliability of the generator system. This information is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered as a substitute for professional engineering advice. Always consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor before making any decisions about the design or installation of electrical systems. The responsibility for the safe and compliant installation of electrical equipment rests with the qualified professionals who perform the work. The information provided here is intended to supplement, not replace, the knowledge and experience of those professionals. Always prioritize safety and compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. This detailed explanation should provide a comprehensive understanding of the requirements and best practices for disconnecting means between a transformer and an automatic transfer switch, ensuring a safe and reliable generator system. The information provided is based on the NEC and common industry practices, but it is essential to consult with local authorities and qualified professionals to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. This will help ensure the safe and efficient operation of the generator system. The details discussed in this explanation are intended to provide a comprehensive overview of the key considerations for installing disconnecting means and fusing in generator systems. The information should be used as a guide and supplemented with professional expertise to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. The goal is to promote safety and reliability in the design and installation of generator systems. By following these guidelines and seeking professional advice, you can help ensure that the generator system is installed correctly and operates safely for years to come. Remember that the information provided here is not exhaustive and should be used in conjunction with other resources and professional guidance to ensure a thorough understanding of the requirements for generator systems. This will help promote best practices and ensure a safe and reliable installation. It is also important to stay up to date on the latest changes to the NEC and other applicable codes and regulations. This will help ensure that your generator system is always in compliance with the latest requirements. By staying informed and seeking professional advice, you can help ensure the safety and reliability of your generator system for years to come. The details provided in this explanation are intended to offer a comprehensive perspective on the critical elements of installing disconnecting means and fusing in generator setups. This information should act as a helpful resource, but it is essential to combine it with expert knowledge to guarantee adherence to all relevant codes and regulations. The primary objective is to foster safety and dependability in the design and implementation of generator systems. By adhering to these recommendations and seeking guidance from professionals, you can contribute to the proper installation and long-term safe operation of your generator system. Keep in mind that the information shared here is not all-encompassing and should be utilized alongside other resources and expert consultation to gain a complete understanding of the requirements for generator systems. This will help in promoting optimal practices and ensuring a secure and trustworthy setup. Furthermore, it is crucial to remain current on the latest revisions to the NEC and other pertinent codes and regulations. This will assist in maintaining the compliance of your generator system with the most recent standards. By staying well informed and seeking professional advice, you can ensure the safety and reliability of your generator system for years to come. The NEC provides guidelines and standards for electrical installations, including those involving generators and automatic transfer switches. Consulting the latest edition of the NEC and seeking guidance from qualified electrical professionals is essential to ensure compliance with all applicable requirements. This comprehensive approach will promote safety and reliability in the design and installation of electrical systems. Remember to always prioritize safety and adhere to all applicable codes and regulations when working with electrical equipment.